What's up, everybody? I go by Jack. I'm not going to waste your time with a cheesy intro. We're going to dive right into it. Today, this is a video for my fellas. Not just for my fellas, ladies can watch too, because that way, if the ladies watch, you know what to expect and have higher standards for yourself, so you don't settle for anything less than what a man should be. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Today, we're talking about attributes that women find attractive. So fellas, if you're having problems with the ladies, if you're struggling with your Rizz, I guarantee if you employ these things that I'm about to talk about in your life, you will see improvement. I can guarantee you that. Coming in hot at number 1, vulnerability. Now, this may spark controversy and ruffle a few feathers, but I'm a firm believer that as an adult, you should be able to be vulnerable with those that you love and you feel safe around. Bottom line, no matter if it's a man or women, because some men believe that, you can't be vulnerable to a woman because then they'll try to take advantage of that. Yeah, you're not wrong, but I feel like the right women, if you have the right women in your life, being vulnerable is not going, they're not going to use it against you. If anything, if you open up and you are vulnerable with them, they'll try their best to console you and help you as best as they can. Now, vulnerability, just to put it in simple terms, to me is just opening up, showing parts of yourself that you would otherwise keep hidden. You're very open and transparent about your trials and tribulations, things that you've gone through in your life, how you've learned from these things, how you're still learning from these things. How do things make you feel? So opening up about your emotions. So as men, especially young black men, because I have personal experience with this, we're taught to suppress our emotions. And as an adult, I've learned that this leads to a slew of mental issues down the road, but suppressing emotions is not the best way to go about life. Because if you learn as a child, while your brain is still developing, to suppress emotions, you can express yourself or express the things you feel. As an adult, you'll be a man that doesn't know how to control himself, doesn't know how to handle his emotions. You might self-destruct, you might self-sabotage, you might sabotage relationships. You don't know how to effectively handle the things that naturally come up within you, so you resort to unhealthy ways of coping. Opening up about what ways you've changed and what ways you've grown, how you're different from who you used to be. I can't speak for everyone, but in my opinion, I think that as you age and mature through life, you should be constantly changing, constantly elevating. You should be trying to go upwards and not like down or backwards, right? You don't want to stay where you are. You always want to challenge yourself to grow and learn as you age and mature until you're eventually put in the ground. So to wrap up number 1, definitely pick and choose who you are vulnerable with. Be vulnerable with the right ones. And honestly, you should be able to distinguish who you can open up around and who you should probably just keep things on the tuck and just save it for another day with someone else. Coming in at number 2, we have compassion. So caring for things other than yourself, not being selfish. Men are inherently selfish. Just look at the world today. The world is run by men, and just look at all the problems that we have today. You can tie most of the problems that we experience today to greed and money and being selfish, and being so selfish to the point where you will kill other people and undermine other people or the collective or the masses for your own personal gain. Just look around. So being selfless, caring for others, caring for other things. So not just other people, right? You care for animals, you care for life in general, plants, nature. You respect everything. You have compassion. Compassion is a profound human emotion that involves a deep awareness of and sympathy for another's suffering, coupled with a desire to alleviate that suffering. It goes beyond empathy, which is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, and extends to a genuine concern for the well-being of others. So don't be selfish. Why would a woman come into your life if they see that you're selfish, that you only care about yourself, that is just you over everybody? Of course, you should love yourself, got the self-love going, yada, yada, yada. But when it gets to be a bit much, so don't be selfish. Don't expect a woman to come into your life if she sees that you are selfish, that you only care about yourself. Because if you only care about yourself, that means you're not going to care about her. So why would she even insert herself into the picture? Number 3, we have slow to anger. So I would consider this not being controlled by your emotions. You're not a reactionary person. You practice the pause and you sit with triggers. So you pause and reflect before you do something that you might regret later. Because in the heat of the moment, when we've all experienced when we're angry in the heat of the moment, we're not thinking clearly. So we can do or say some shit that we really can't take back. So being able to practice the pause and not react to every single thing, that's a superpower for anybody. So women and men can take that. But if you're looking to increase your attractiveness to women, being slow to anger is a huge flex. Huge flex. Number 4, having a purpose. We were all put here on this planet for a reason. We all have a purpose, and it is our duty to unpack and uncover the things that are deep within our subconscious that'll show us what we need to be doing on this planet. So have purpose. Don't just be out here aimless. I mean, there's one thing going with the flow and letting the universe work, or letting go and letting God, but I'm talking about like a man with no vision. You have no purpose. You're scamming, right? You're doing the Cash App pyramids. It's just gotta stop. It just gotta stop. That's not what we're put here to do. And I even take it a step further. Those who are just completely driven by money. Of course, money is a good thing. The more of it we have, the less issues or the less stressors we have in our life. But if you think about it, we were not put here to slave away all of our life to make a little piece of change just to give it right back to the man and buy a whole bunch of shit we don't need. That's not what we're here on this planet to do. I believe that our life's purpose is to come here and incarnate on this planet and do everything in our power to leave it in a better state than we found it. Period. I think that's what we're supposed to do. At least I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. If that resonates with you, it does. If it doesn't, yeah. So have purpose. Find out what you're good at. Ikigai is a good concept. Ikigai, I'm going to look that up real quick because I'm not going to butcher it. Ikigai is Ikigai, is a Japanese concept that combines the two words iki, meaning life, and gai, meaning worth, often translated as a reason for being or reason to wake up in the morning. Ikigai is a holistic approach to finding fulfillment and meaning in life. The concept suggests that the intersection of the 4 fundamental elements creates a sense of purpose and satisfaction. These elements include what you love or something that you're passionate about, what you're good at, your vocation. Number 3, what the world needs, your mission. And then number 4, what you can be paid for. So trying to let those 4 concepts or those 4 statements guide your life will help you to find purpose. Find what you love to do, find what you're good at, find what the world needs, and find what you could be paid for. That will fulfill your purpose. Drops the microphone. Next, number 5, being a safe space. That's one of the best compliments I think you can get. If someone talks about how they feel safe around you, that they can be themselves, they can open up, they don't have to put up that mask or that wall that we all have to put up when we go out into the public. Think about going to work, putting on your work face and your corporate voice when you talk to people. When you go back home, it's like, yeah, what's up, my nigga? Like, being a safe space for women, making sure that they feel comfortable, right? That they don't feel like a piece of meat or a sex object. That's one thing I have to talk a lot about. And for context, I'm a middle school science teacher. I teach 7th and 8th grade. So specifically my 8th grade boys, this whole yacht movement started by the streamers today. They take that and they're super disrespectful and make super suggestive comments towards the young ladies in the school. And I personally don't stand for the objectification of women. So I speak out a lot about things that I hear in my daily life as a school teacher. But making sure women feel worthy, that they feel respected, right? That they feel seen, that they feel heard. Caring about the whole woman or the whole human, not just the body or the thing or the physical things that comes with having a body, if you catch my drift. So making them feel safe. Make them feel safe, be a safe space. Big flex. Number 6 is intelligence. That really doesn't need an explanation. Women don't want a dude who's dumb. They don't want a dumbass dude. So don't be a dumbass dude. Because if you're a dumbass dude, you'll make dumbass decisions and then you'll have a pretty crap life. So the smarter you are, the smarter you'll navigate and move throughout this life. And that just makes your chances better with attracting not only just romantic partners, but just people in your life, or the right people in your life will be a huge help for that. So be smart, learn as much as you can. Knowledge is power. Not only knowledge though, because we only learn one part of that. Knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have, the more powerful you are. But knowledge without action is useless. Always remember that. It's something I have to constantly tell myself. I can read all the books and listen to all the podcasts and watch all the informational videos and have all this knowledge up here, but if I don't put these things into practice, it's like I wasted my time. So make sure you put an action behind that knowledge that you're acquiring. But be a lifelong learner. Don't just, learning is not just restricted to a traditional like public education or just education in general. You should be striving to learn well after you get out of school. Number 7 is communication, learning how to effectively communicate. And that's a problem that I struggle with. I've gotten a lot better with now, but I used to be just not the best communicator. But learning how to communicate effectively, right? Learning how to articulate yourself, articulate and express what you're feeling, what you're thinking, right? And also being a good listener, right? Because communication is a two-way street. You have a transmitter and then you have a receiver. So being an effective listener. One big thing that I've realized with women, and this is just from being involved with women on a romantic level, on a platonic level, familial, doesn't matter, just women in your life in general. Women appreciate a listener, one who can listen to the things that she has to say, but listening and internalizing the information. So think about an argument, and I'm guilty of this too. Not really listening, like you're hearing them, but you're listening and you're developing your response in your brain. So it's like, fuck all whatever you're saying. I'm just trying to concoct the best comeback in my brain so I can spit it back out at you and then hopefully shut you up. We can all speak all day and talk our heads off, but how good of a listener are you? How well can you recall information that was mentioned to you before, right? Another huge plus, a huge flex for women. If you listen, not only can you listen, but if you can remember the things that she says, like, oh, she talked about this paint color or this hair color or this freaking face care thing. Like, if you can remember and recall things that she said in the past, flex. So learn how to communicate. You can pretty much teach yourself how to do anything in today's world. We're digitized or digital technology. So pick up a book, go on TikTok, go on YouTube, talk to someone who has immaculate Rizz and immaculate communication skills, and just learn from them. Learn how to be a good communicator. Learn how to speak effectively and also be an effective listener. Number 8, having a sense of humor. If you're funny, that's just more cool points for you. So, and I'm not saying like go on Google and look up yo mama jokes and look up cheesy shit like that. No, just, I don't even know how to explain it, because in my opinion, it's either you got it or you don't. But there's a lot of ways you can be funny. My biggest thing that I'm known for is just like dry humor and sarcasm, and I can just make a joke and I can keep a straight face like this and stare into your soul and make it seem like it's the ultimate truth. That's, I mean, now that I say that, it's probably not the best thing to be proud of. Anyway, but yeah, just develop a sense of humor. Learn how to be funny. Learn how to joke. Learn how to laugh, right? Don't just be a hard ass all the time. Let loose a little bit. We're at number 9. I didn't even include this on the list. I don't know why. This should be number 1, but shit, save the best for last. Hygiene. Hygiene is very important. Hygiene is extremely important, because if a woman sees that you take care of yourself, not only do you take care of yourself, you take care of your space. I think that, yeah, you have personal hygiene, but then you have like, I don't know, like home hygiene. It's all representative of you as a person, right? So if you have a cluttered, dirty ass home, if you got a cluttered, dirty ass body, you got a cluttered, dirty ass mind, and it'll show in your interactions with people. So clean yourself up, clean your space, clean yourself up. So just being a well manicured man. It's okay to take care of yourself. We have these certain ideologies or characteristics that are associated with traditional masculinity. So like things like this, certain people see me out in public, and I'm pretty sure, because I've been rocking this for a few days, people probably look at me like, what the hell is this little sweet boy doing with these little girly puffballs? Hairstyles are not restricted to gender. They're not restricted to gender, right? They might see me going to bed and wearing my freaking leopard print silk bonnet that I learned from an ex-girlfriend. Like, I got a silk pillow back there. That's actually hers. Shout out to, I ain't gonna say her name, but shout out to X. I still got that silk pink pillowcase that, you know, you left over here. And I'm not going to give it up. I'm not going to throw it away, right? Because why? It's best to sleep on silk. So why would I throw it away? We're going off on tangents, but yeah, if I can use it, I ain't throwing this shit out, just to wrap that up. But let's not get too deep into that. What the hell was I even talking about? Oh, being a well manicured man. So it's okay to take care of yourself, right? It's okay to go get a manicure. Women, pay attention to your nails. So if they're super long, you got dirt underneath them, your cuticles looking all crazy, right? Some men probably don't know what a cuticle is. Shit, I didn't know what a cuticle was until I learned. But I know this is important, and you got to take care of them. You got to clip them, and can't have them looking raggedy, right? A whole bunch of hangnails, look like you just take your fingers and just play turntables on the concrete. Like, take care of your nails and think about it. If you're trying to get with a woman, right? She has very sensitive areas. If you catch my drift, right? Very sensitive areas. You think that she's gonna want you to fondle down there if you got freaking Dracula nails with last month's lasagna underneath inside of your the cracks of your nails, right? No. Or you got rough ass hands. They don't. I try my best to take care of my hands so that when I feel on the lady, it's not feeling like I'm dragging a piece of sandpaper across her ass, right? It feels soft, right? And then I'm hygienic, so I'm clean. My nails are clean. So if you're fondling the cat, have your nails cut. Have your hands well manicured and taken care of. Your feet too. Feet go the same way. Pedicure. Get a pedicure. I have no shame going up in the freaking nail salon and asking for, yeah, let me get a mani-pedi and let me get a clear coat on all of them. I don't know. I think that shit just looks clean, and from what I've experienced, ladies love it. So take care of yourself. Well manicured man, manicures, pedicures. Get a solid skincare routine, right? Take care of your face. Look at, if you got glowing skin, right? That's going to attract ladies. They're like, damn, like what you on, right? It doesn't have to be something extravagant or super complicated. It can be very basic. Just make sure you take care and you clean your skin. I'm going to post a video on here eventually, but if you're curious or want a basic skin regimen, you go to my Instagram page. I got a video on there somewhere. I got a couple of them actually about just certain hygiene tips that I employ. But yeah, hygiene. So we got clean nails, taking care of your fingernails, taking care of your hands, feet, taking care of your skin, not just on your face, but on your body. Wash yourself and wash your ass. Wash your ass. And some of you may be thinking like, why is he saying wash your ass? Bro, I shit you not. It was last year. I was having a conversation with my sister. She was in a group chat with her friends. I ain't going to throw anybody on the bus, but if you know my sister and know who she be hanging around, just take a wild freaking guess. But they were having a discussion in their group chat where they talked about like washing your ass. So they asked the fellas in the group chat, like, yo, do you like get up in there? I'm not talking about like in your anal cavity, but like, do you get up in the crevice? Do you get up in your crack when you take a shower, when you wash? And they be like, basically like, nah, that's gay. I don't be doing all that. Like, yeah, you can't make this shit up. But they proceeded to question these young gentlemen in the group chat. So you telling me like y'all don't like get in your crack and wash your ass? And they was basically like, no, you just kind of open it up a little bit, let the water trickle down, and then just call it a freaking day. If you don't get that washcloth and get up in your crack, I don't. This shouldn't even have to be explained, but I'm not asking you to go freaking drunken love surfboard in the bathtub while you're taking a shower, while you're cleaning yourself. Spread your butt cheeks, whatever device you're using to wash yourself, get in the crevice, right? Spread your ass to the stream of water and make sure you get... yeah, just wash your ass. Get up in there, wash your ass. No one's in there. The boogeyman's not hiding behind the curtains. It's okay. It's just you in the shower. Get up in your ass and wash it, because believe it or not, if you have a smelly ass, if you got a woman that's trying to go down on you, they're going to catch all that ball and gooch whiff. They're going to catch all of that. So just make sure you clean it up. And the next thing, like keep yourself trimmed down there. Trim the hedges. Don't go completely bald. Well, I mean, if you do what you do, but from my experience, women don't like a man that looks like a prepubescent boy down there. Some do, some don't. I like to leave a little there, make a little design. Might do her initials, might do a Superman logo. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Hygiene is super important, just in general. Not even if you're just trying to attract somebody. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So the better you look, the better you feel. Straight up. So that concludes the list. We went through 9 things that increase your attractiveness to women. So give these things a try, and then let me know in the comments how it worked out for you. I'm curious to hear your success stories. If it didn't work out for you, if you ain't got it by now, then you just ain't getting it. But nah, for real though, I am optimistic that if you employ these things, you will improve. Your overall efficacy will improve with the ladies. And if it doesn't, then it's probably something else. So for that, you might have to go to a therapist for it, or some behavior specialist, because I'm not qualified to talk about such things. Well, I think that's it. And for the ladies, let me know if I was spot on. Let me know if I missed anything. Feel free to add some things in the comments just to help improve our game, so we can, just be better for you all. With that being said, it's Jack checking out. Catch you next time. Love you. Bye.